Folks, every now and then, there comes a character that might not yet be finished, and heck, perhaps even a bit dumb broken, however they are still absolutely worth our time. And Wyrdelyn here, the Child of Night, is one of those characters without question, and with a little love shown, Yuri and Temporary Solutions could truly have her boasting one of the most unique playstyles we've ever seen. So from vampiric vices to crazy chiropterans, it's time to suck some blood. Well, perhaps in a day or two, but we should do so as often as possible, otherwise we will be facing the consequences. Wyrdelyn here rests at 200 hunger, 150 sanity, and 75 health respectively, so definitely expect to be a bit frail at the end of the day. But not only that, anticipate the thirst for blood to accelerate to the point of an ever-increasing hunger drain the longer we go without it. It does take days for this drain to speed up, mind. However, with only a few ways to stop it, it is still going to have an impact. You can see just how fast it gets in only 3 days of not doing any of these specific things. But how do we stop it exactly? Well, by consuming blood, of course. And I do mean quite literally. Depending on how long we have gone without eating, say, a telltale heart or mosquito sack, we will have to snarf down a couple of each to help counter the hunger drain, as you can see. And Wyrdelyn here will be keeping tabs of it all as you go about playing her, so do pay attention. The thing is, though, we can also pause this hunger drain for an entire day or so if we happen to overconsume, so there you go. But hold up, Beard. Couldn't we just eat normal foods? Oh, sure. But do note that not only will the drain keep increasing to a point where we will have to just eat every 5 seconds, but also that quote-unquote normal foods do not actually heal, will not raise our sanities, and even give but half of their normal hunger values. So, yup, we need blood. Period. So it's a pretty darn good thing blood can come from more than just telltale hearts and mosquito sacks, am I right? Wyrdelyn here can and will gain both health and hunger upon killing anything that isn't an insect, nightmare creature, or a clockwork. And this too appears to help maintain that hunger drain, although I'm not entirely sure if this is a bug in the mod. Be mindful though, if what she is killing is considered non-hostile and innocent by the game, she will also lose sanity per kill. And this is not a bug, this is meant to be an actual mechanic. It also seems like the smaller the creature, the worse the negative effect is, which is something I can say we haven't really seen before. Usually it's the big guys, or they're all the same. And on a similar line, I can't say we've seen anything like this. Wyrdelyn is a masochist. In short, the more damage she takes, the more sanity she will gain, and it does appear to be a 1-to-1 conversion at that. For example, she takes 50 damage, she will gain 50 sanity instantly. So make note, and I suppose, take advantage in any way you can. But as long as we are on the topic of sanity gains, we should probably mention why she's somewhat called a Child of the Night. For you see, even in complete darkness, she will benefit from a sanity regeneration effect, albeit a small one. However, Charlie will still be a nuisance for sure. Personally, to counter that, I would give her night vision, but have it blurry like Wagstaff's normal eyesight to balance it all out, because otherwise, why is she called a Child of the Night? And as we continue here, I think you will begin to understand why I'm questioning that, and also calling for a little bit of a buff to her night vision, which is usually pretty OP, as we get to her other perks here. Like her favorite food mechanics, for example. Funny enough, a vampire's delight is garlic, as Wyrdelyn is going to benefit from slightly boosted stats on both raw and roasted garlic, but keen eyes might be noticing something here. Garlic is going to be the only set of foods that will grant her full hunger and sanity stats at the end of the day. So get to farming. Oh, but be sure to do it under the cover of night or an umbrella while you're at it. But why is that, you ask? Well, because our new vampire friend here is one after Beardo's own heart, as she absolutely hates the sun, and it hates her back. So much so, in fact, that she will not only be slowed in the mornings without any protection from it, she can even straight up burst in the flippin' flames. And said flames will not go out without her returning to some sort of shade either, so be mindful there. Again, this is only come the mornings, so don't bother using parasols and umbrellas come dusk or night, as that will be a waste. But remember how I said she was going to be presenting some unique playstyles? Oh yes, this is kinda what I meant. Plus, this keeps her in line with being a vampire, which is a huge bonus. Themed characters are the best frickin' ones. But to wrap up our day, Wyrdelyn's casual chiropteran transformation, aka her bat swarm form, folks. We have total control over when and where we can actually do this mind, which is also a huge plus. And it is not the most overpowered thing in the world either, which is also a nice balance. We do gain flight, night vision, and a health leeching attack that can hit multiple things at once, as you can see, but we are still incredibly vulnerable in this form because we are not wearing any armor. Our sanities also plummet very quickly during this time, so be aware of that. Also note that you don't actually have to click anything to do any of these leeching attacks, you just have to literally fly over whatever you want to hit. But again, they will likely hit you back, and with no armor, it's gonna frickin' hurt. I enjoy the bat form. In fact, it is like the main reason for showcasing this mod. That said, I truly believe that Wyrdelyn here has got to be one of the most interesting drafts for a modded character overall. She's not just a one-perk queen. She is a vampire through and through, and her playstyle isn't something we see or experience every day, which is hard to say after all these years. A touch-up to her nighttime perks to truly drive home her quote-unquote child of nightness, and a couple additional perks encompassing maybe battle-esque behavior and stat leeching, and like I said, Yuri and Temporary have something here, especially once some potential art, quotes, and voices get added, as yes, in case you are wondering, none of the usual extras are available at the moment. Still, Wyrdelyn caught my eye around Hallowed Nights last year, and I am very happy to have finally awoken her from her deep slumber. Go feed her some garlic. Thanks for watching, folks. Well wishes to all, suck blood, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.